Welcome, everybody, to Flatlands, the podcast. We are bringing you Versus Part 2.
So, start off our part 2 of Versus.
Woo! So enthusiastic sounding.
I'm ready for this.
All right. We got Captain America going against Thor. Now, we notice in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America is worthy to wield Thor's hammer.
And Thor went, I knew it.
Yes. See, if you take aside the part of him being able to use electricity and stuff like that, I mean, they're pretty much, I want to say, evenly matched since they both can wield.
Especially since Captain America got a new suit that made his ass look better.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm having America's ass right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
America's ass.
I love that fucking scene. I don't know why. That was so funny. When he fought himself, he's like, yeah, that is America's ass.
Mm-hmm. But I think, honestly, like, if Thor was to use lightning, I think he'd probably...
Well, see, but at the same time, though, I don't remember, he's not able to have the same powers, though. Like, Captain America can't have the same powers. So Captain America may be able to wield Mjolnir, but he's not going to be able to...
call it back.
Well, he can call it
Yeah,
back.
he can call it back. He can do
too.
everything but the lightning.
But he
Right.
doesn't have the power. He's not the god of thunder. He can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Thor doesn't
yeah.
need the hammer to do that anyways.
But also, too, as we know with Thor, he was able to get stronger, right? Especially in Ragnarok, if you watch if you've seen Ragnarok.
Which is why I said he doesn't need the hammer to pull all that down
to
anyways.
do that.
Yeah.
So if Thor were to be able to do that, quite frankly, I don't. Well, but at the same time, though, Captain America's adamantium shield.
Yeah.
True.
But Thor's new hammer, I forgot what's the name of it? Storm? Like
yeah,
Stormbreaker?
something like that, yeah.
Something like that. That one's supposed to be like super, whereas used to he would have to call the guy that controls the Bifrost. He'd have to call for him, and then it would open up the Bifrost, and he could take off and transport that. Whereas now with his new hammer, he can just do it all himself. So the hammer that powerful might be able to take out his shield. Because you saw Thanos, he had that big old...
Yeah, he did
deal,
fuck that
and
shield up. He fucked that
shit
up.
Yeah, so I don't...
But we've also seen Captain America's shield withstand at least Mjolnir anyway, a direct hit from that.
Yeah.
So, with his shield and being able to wield Thor's hammer, being able to wield Mjolnir, being able to wield, he's worthy enough to wield anything that Thor can. We can just say that just for simplicity's sake.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if he can control the hammer.
Yeah, so if he's able to do that, what...
I mean,
How
he does
would
have
that fight
America's
go?
ass, so...
Yeah, and he has America's ass on his side. So
Yeah,
how do you think
so-
that fight would go?
Honestly, I think... I still want to say Thor's going to win.
I want to say Thor would too, but I say it would be a even match if Thor doesn't call lightning down to...
Well, even if he called the lightning down, I think Captain America would like sense it, and I think his shield would block the lightning.
But as powerful as he was in Ragnarok, I don't... Because that was lightning everywhere.
But now, okay. Let's establish which Captain America and which Thor are we talking about?
Well, right now we're talking about the cinematic.
Well, it's
I know. But if you remember Endgame,
True.
so are we talking Thor? Are we talking Ragnarok Thor? Because that's
I was gonna say, we are talking Thor.
I was gonna say that's, but I mean like regular Thor, the original Thor from Thor 1 and 2, and then the third movie, which is Ragnarok. Are we talking about that Thor? Or are we talking about Endgame Thor? Are we talking about like which Thor, and also which Captain America are we talking about?
Well, and then you got to take note of whichever Thor or Captain America you pick, or that we'd pick.
I mean, I can tell you this
Defies
though,
on what they can do.
it is a definitive win for Thor if we're going the Hulk TV show, the Incredible Hulk TV show Thor versus the
Where Hulk was only 6'8".
Yeah, the 1970 abomination of Captain America.
Yeah.
Where he literally was just in felt and it looked just, it was
What
horrible.
about that old school fucking Thor?
Well, the old school Thor, then they're just
Man, that Thor was fucking stupid.
I know,
And
but-
the only reason why I ever really saw it was because if you go to Alamo Draft House before you watch a movie, they show clips of stuff that
Oh yeah, from the old
that go with the theme that are older and shit. And that's when I'm like, I don't remember them making a Thor TV show like that. who the fuck is this?
So, but now if we're going back then, I think Thor would still win back then. Because Thor still has his lightning and Mjolnir, and then Captain America.
I know from that old TV show, he didn't have shit.
But in the actual, even if we just go overall of how we know them, so let's do Ragnarok, and then we can do
Winter Soldier one, maybe? No, you want to go a little newer, maybe?
Or do you think maybe like
Infinity War?
Civil War?
Civil War maybe would be a good one, actually.
But Infinity War, though, he was more retired, but yeah, he was still strong as fuck because he was able to.
And he didn't have a shield.
He didn't get the shield because his shield broke.
Yeah.
So he had that.
I say if we go with Civil War and Ragnarok.
Ragnarok and Civil War.
It's the beginning of Civil War before he loses the shield.
Yeah.
Because we could, because Thor Ragnarok came around the same time that Civil War did.
Yeah.
And Civil War was the Avengers splitting themselves in half. Because was Captain America on his team though in Civil War when they were at the airport? Because Spider-Man was on Tony's team. Wasn't the Hulk on Tony's team too?
Yeah. Because
Winter Soldier was
because Black Widow was on the opposing team and she was able to deal with.
Winter Soldier was on Tony's team.
No,
he was not.
He was on Captain's team. That's right.
I was gonna say, he's on Cap's team because he's fucking best friends with fucking Cap.
For some reason, I was thinking he was on. There was someone else I was thinking of. What team was he on?
Was Thor even in that scene?
That's what I'm trying to.
Because I don't remember Thor even being in that scene.
I don't even think Thor was in the movie.
I don't think it was either. I think that was because of the Ragnarok movie. Yeah. He was actually out of the world. He's back home or something.
And the Hulk wasn't in it.
Yeah, he wasn't because they used Ant-Man instead.
Yeah,
that's
because,
right.
Yeah, because I remember Ant-Man getting really fucking big, and Spider-Man's
okay.
Wow. Okay, so Ragnarok and Civil War were simultaneous.
The same time. Yeah. He wasn't on Earth at that
so that would be perfect. We could go with the Captain America from the airport.
Yeah.
To Ragnarok,
Asgard and shit.
Yeah, Asgard and.
But it could make sense though if he wasn't on Ragnarok at the time, right? He wasn't having to fight his evil sister and shit.
Yeah.
Then I could see he might take either side. So he could have potentially taken Tony's side. I see him more along the lines taking Cap side, you know?
I do too. Especially when you look towards the way the movies went and he ends up beheading. You know, I see him being with Cap.
I see him being more on Cap's side, but he still could have gone onto Tony's side and fought against him. So if we did that, that's a good way to imagine how they are, because Cap was pretty damn strong in that fight at the airport, and I mean,
and he still had his shield. So,
yes. Josh, I
still say it'd be a fair fight, though.
Yeah. What's your overall analysis? Like, what are you thinking?
I think fair fight. It would last a good minute or two. Wouldn't be no quick, decisive fight.
I think it'd be like the Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, also too, but Iron Man also held his own against Thor as well.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, but he did get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, but I think when it comes between Cap and Thor, I think it'll be kind of like the Iron Man Captain fight, where they just beat the fuck out of each other. But then after a while, it's like, okay, we fair, we good, you know.
But at the same time, though, with Thor being a god, with Loki, Cap was able to go against Loki and still hold his own and shit against Loki.
I mean, hell, Hulk even did a pretty damn good job.
I mean, he's Hulk, though.
True. Yeah. Although I will have to say this, though. When Thor met Hulk on that other planet, whatever movie that was, I can't remember.
Ragnarok?
Was it Ragnarok? Yeah, it is Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Well, I really like how Loki was sitting there going, yes, you know how it feels! When he got tossed around in that fight scene in the arena. Yeah, I think it's a fair fight.
Ragnarok's not a planet.
That's the movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
He was on, I can't remember the planet, but it's that... But it's where that
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, where their dictator is pretty much has those fights and shit like that.
Yeah,
and it's a never-ending room you walk around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we all agree that that'd be a fair fight, though.
It'd be a fair fight, but I don't think I'm putting Thor on top at the end.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah,
but also too, Cap is almost like the epitome of it's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Because he can do this all day. All day. So we got Thor,
which is why he got pissed off that he was doing shows and stuff when he first became Cap.
Yeah,
he's like, you know what, I got some fight in me, you know, why the fuck am I doing this stupid shit?
All right, guys,
thank God they changed that suit though from that original one.
I got a real good one. This one has been teased, not just one movie, 2 movies. Fans would go ecstatic to see it happen in the cinematic universe. I think it would potentially be an awesome movie, but it's going to take some convincing to get one actor back.
I already know where you're going with this. I already know.
So, Deadpool versus Wolverine. Who's going to win? Both of them.
There is actually a little clip of that, isn't there?
No.
No.
That company did, whoever that was again. Thought
They didn't have
The,
them go
only, the
against
only,
each other.
only Deadpool versus Wolverine thing that there's been, well, not really versus, but Deadpool and Wolverine in the same thing. You're looking at X-Men when they sewed his mouth shut.
Yeah, and he kills him and says, basically, you'll thank me for that.
Yeah. I mean, I have a very strong opinion on this.
Okay.
But I want to hear someone else's opinion first.
My opinion, I think it's really going to be evenly matched because they both good at fighting.
Yep.
They both have what's called that same power regeneration.
Yeah, they have
The regeneration.
Yeah.
As long as you
Yeah.
don't go with the Logan Wolverine,
Right,
you're good.
right. Now, I want to say Deadpool could take the final win, depending on it. But what pulls me more towards Wolverine, that's shit he has all in his body.
Adamantium.
Yeah.
Is
Infused
that,
bones.
Yeah. So that would pull me more as Wolverine
I also-
taking the
Their,
top.
their heal factor is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both literally had the exact same healing factor.
Yeah, except Wolverine to me has more anger issues behind him, so I see him kicking some Deadpool ass.
But at the same
I
time,
just see him being pissed off at something in the world. Has nothing to do with fucking Deadpool. He just fucking goes at him.
I mean, he'd
just
be-
because it's a punching bag.
he'd be able to. But I mean, technically, if you think if with their healing factor, really, there's nothing that fight won't end.
It'll be like Peter Griffin and that fucking chicken.
Yeah,
A Family Guy.
because both of them literally can come back from one cell. Mm-hmm. They literally can regenerate back. The only way to kill Wolverine, and the same way, only way to kill Deadpool is you have to destroy them at the molecular level.
Yep.
That's the only way to kill them. So unless either one of them do that to each other, and both of them are pretty much just brawn.
And I know of one person that can do that.
Who's that?
Dark Phoenix. She'll
But-
just wipe them.
I say with them though,
But yeah.
they'll rip themselves apart somehow,
And just keep growing back.
and then they'll stop. They'll go their separate ways, grow back, and then if they cross paths again, it'll start back up. And then they'll do it again, and then they'll go their separate ways, and then they cross
But I
paths
see
again.
Deadpool just making a fuck ton of quips. Just like how we discussed if he helped Cable against Thanos.
Yeah.
Making a fuck ton of quips during the whole entire thing.
Which
If
I
they
see
made
him
a
pissing
movie out
off
of it-
Wolverine more and more, making him more angry and wanting to kill him more.
But if we did it, knowing how Hugh Jackman,
Jackman.
yeah, thank you, Jackman,
Who did not know Wolverines were real until
until the
after the fact.
yeah.
Because he actually studied wolves to become Wolverine.
But Hugh Jackman
Good job.
versus Ryan Reynolds, the way those two are in real life and how they treat each other and joke around with each other and shit, I could see that this would be a fucking sick movie. It's just Hugh Jackman needs convincing to don the Wolverine costume again.
I don't think he's going to, though.
I don't know.
No.
And the thing is they're never going to be able to replace him. If they replace him with somebody else,
Yeah, it won't be
Ugh.
the same.
he's done it for so long. I was like, no.
They're gonna have to literally wait a whole
I think
generation.
that-
They really will.
Yeah.
We will all have to be old and dead before they can replace him.
Yeah, replacing him is like,
Or they're gonna have to be by the time that we have kids that are like at least almost middle school age before.
Right.
Yeah, because we're going to have to be up there in age before we're like, okay, it's been long enough.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
And that's like if we all had kids now, 13 years from now, before they'd probably be able to finally. What are you gonna say, Josh?
replacing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is like replacing the guy that does Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
exactly. You can't do it.
You can't.
Even after all these years, they still couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even alive when the first Freddy Krueger came out.
Right.
You're older than me. I don't even know if you were either.
I'm not sure.
Because I don't know when the first movie. I don't remember when the first movie. It's in the
It came
80s.
out in the 80s.
Yeah, it came out in
Yeah,
the 80s,
I know.
but
Yeah,
because you're not
before
much
me.
older than I am.
Nope.
So
But
I think it came out like 86.
If we're looking at it, I see that fight definitely being a draw though.
Oh,
100%.
fuck yeah.
I mean that could go either way, just depending on writing, in my opinion, on however the comic
depends.
author decided to do
Depends
it.
on who they favor more.
Yeah, and who they want to win that time, because just because of knowing that they're both of their healing factors and their ability to fight and their know-how to fight, I mean,
It'd probably be like the Godzilla movies. One will win the initial fight, and somebody else will come, and then the other one will come out and fucking kick ass in the next
but
fight.
with Deadpool pretty much being 100% human all the time, and Wolverine having adamantium infused skeletal structure along with the claws, having those with him, I don't know if Deadpool would be able to even decapitate him though. Because Deadpool doesn't have an adamantium or anything like that with him. He just has a regular fucking katana. So
But I don't know, with the 50 AE in the right place, he
I
could
don't
shoot
know
that head off.
adamantium is basically indestructible.
True. He actually, yeah. Because Wolverine doesn't actually typically get hurt until that one movie. I don't remember what movie it is now. The Wolverine movie where he gives his power to that other dude, that Asian dude. And then he's like, well, shit, that was a fucking mistake.
The other way for him to be able to kill Wolverine pretty much is to drown him. But once the water goes away, take a minute, but he'll come back, you know?
Yeah, it'll be kind of like when Deadpool got ripped in half. His legs, took time, but he grew his legs back.
He came back, yeah. So,
I see that's
happened before.
Yeah, I see it being a draw. Actually, I see Deadpool sitting there shooting him and going, well, that didn't work. And then, all the quips will start. So, yeah, I think it's a draw. 100%.
Definitely.
Definitely on the draw.
100%.
All right. Superman versus the Hulk.
That's almost saying Thor against Hulk. Kind of.
Not the same. If we're going to go based off of actual how Hulk is in the comics, Hulk gets more and more powerful as it goes on.
Yeah.
But Superman pulls back a lot.
I know, but I can see Superman being Superman against the Hulk.
That'll almost be... Fuck, what's his fucking name? What's the fucking dude he killed in that one movie, in Man of Steel? From his own home planet.
Don't know.
Can't think of his fucking name.
It starts with a G, though, I think, right?
I can't fucking remember
the name. They use in the next one to make...
Yeah, to make the Injustice League and shit. Yeah. It'd almost be like the two of them going against each other. It'd be like...
Right.
Because with Hulk getting stronger, the angrier he gets, and obviously Superman's going to punch him, and Hulk's like, what the fuck was that?
Right.
Fuck, I can't think of his name. Shit. Because he's not from Krypton.
Zod.
Yes, General Zod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were right about the G. It's just the general. Because he's a general. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of like that. It's just a matter of who gets the right positioning on who first. That's what I see that being.
But I mean...
But Superman doesn't have the healing power that fucking Hulk does.
No, he doesn't.
Because Hulk can pull shards of shit out of him and then
Yeah, Hulk is basically invincible. I can see Spider-Man...
Wow. All right, Spider-Man's down this. All right. I think Spider-Man's going to die. He's going to be squished like a little spider. All right.
Puny spider.
Although I can see Spider-Man beating the Hulk, though. I can see him webbing him up enough to be able to calm him down.
But really, though?
Really is. Yeah.
I see Spider-Man being squished like a little bug.
No. But anyway, the Superman, though, I can see him eventually winning.
Yeah, I see. Like I said, I think it's going to be like him and General Zod. It's just going to be a matter of who gets what positioning on them first.
But now, if we were going to do
Superman's really hard to kill.
If we're going to keep with Superman, I like this. Superman versus his counterpart in Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Technically, that's not a fair fight because Superman does have a slight weakness to magic.
So she's 100% super. He's not. Because the reason kryptonite is a poison to him is because on his home planet Krypton, where he is normal, kryptonite comes from Krypton.
Yeah, because it's his home planet. It makes him back to his normal.
Makes him feel that weakness getting back to his normal self.
Which no more than there is of it on Earth anyways. Because Batman pretty much has like the only piece unless you get lucky.
Yeah, or unless you actually get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Or from Krypton itself.
Which is destroyed. So you have to somehow end up in space to go get it. And there's very few people who can travel through space and not need all the special shit to go with it.
She doesn't have that like kryptonite weakness like he does.
True.
But if they were to go against each other, who do you think would win though? They would literally go blow for blow. Superman versus Captain Marvel.
I don't know. If Batman can kill Superman... I see that being the case too.
But Superman held back on Batman. Also, Superman...
But every time they fight, whether he holds back or not, Batman always fucking kills him.
But also, he cheats and uses kryptonite. He never goes a one-for-one fight against Superman. Exactly. We all know that Superman would crush the fuck out of Batman otherwise.
True, but every time they fight, Batman always fucking kills him.
Well, because Batman's also a favorite. Of course he's going to win.
Yeah.
And also, too, he's the big underdog against the god.
Yeah, but he wins and then Superman comes back.
I see that being another draw. Unless she gets her hand on kryptonite. But if we keep that out of the equation, if they just meet in the middle of fucking space,
as if we're going based off of the current movies, if we're going to do that,
we'll go with her.
Yeah, we're going with her in-game version of herself, where she already knows herself. She already knows who the fuck she is. She has the power. She's been using them for years.
Well, that's it. We'd have to go with that anyways, because Superman doesn't fully know who he is until he's an adult, because his entire childhood, he's like, what the fuck's going on? This isn't normal. No other teenager can fucking fly.
Right.
You know?
Or see through walls and all that.
Exactly. You know how much fun he probably had as a teenager going,
Like, ah, fuck, I'm late. I'm here.
Well, that too is like, shit. Could you imagine that? That'd be fucking awesome. Mom wakes you up for school. You're like, you stay in bed, and then you finally look at the clock and like, shit, school starts in like 3 minutes.
You know how
You're
nice
dressed and at school in 30 seconds.
You know how nice that would be on the days that I wake up late for work? And it's one of those you wake up and you look over and you have like 10 minutes before you need to leave.
You could literally take your sweet ass time and then bam, done.
Yeah.
You know how good that'd be for me for work? You know how fucking fast I'd get my job done? I could call them up like, don't even send the papers to the next town. I will meet you at the plant. Bam. Thank you. Bam. I'm back. Done. Be done in like 20 minutes. Fucking awesome.
I'd like that.
You never need a car again. You know how much money you save in gas alone?
You know how quick it'd be to go to other trips though anyway? Because you wouldn't have to take the roads there. You
No.
could literally go...
You and me go to San Antonio again, and bam. Instead of that, however many fucking hours it was now,
Well,
we'd be there in
this
seconds.
one producer friend that I have, he's about to be moving near San Fran in Cali. And he has a nice house, dude. He's also married to a Navy woman. So she's also getting stationed. But his house is nice. But anyway.
It's nice.
Yeah, nice.
That explains the coastal town.
Yeah. And then to go over there, like drive, 19 hours.
Yep.
But you know what else I would like though about that ability?
What?
You go on fucking vacation, like shit, I forgot something. Bam, bam. Here it is.
Right.
You know, you don't have to ever have to
Like,
fucking
you know
worry
how cool
about.
it'd be to have this? Shit. I'm at Disney World. Hold on. All right.
Yeah, they blink and you come back like, here you go. Like your mom. Last time y'all were there, your mom could be like, ah, damn, I left this at home. I knew I was forgetting something. Bam, bam. Here you go, Mom. How the hell? Yeah, that'd be fucking.
But Superman versus Captain Marvel.
Which was not the initial.
No. But
I see a draw.
I don't know, dude. I mean, because they're both they're equal.
Same, but different.
Yeah.
But still same.
Yeah. Gender wise, they're different, and then obviously creation wise, I am lactating.
All right.
Anyway,
That's
I
a
learned
random-
something new about John today.
Another day
It was
of
a weird
learning.
ass wet spot, and I'm like right here, like have it right in the spot under my nipple, and then I felt that it was wet.
Jonathan apparently lactates now.
Yeah.
My nipples aren't wet.
Are you sure? Because your shirt's wet.
I don't know how my shirt go. It could be when I went potty.
You beat on your nipple?
You beat on your nipple.
And so what you're telling me is the entire time after I got done peeing, the entire time my shirt rubbing against my nipple, nothing touched it. And then when I moved it up, that's when that one spot happened just to hit that pee drop that was just perfectly sitting on my nipple without me even realizing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how.
Dude, it's so logical.
Peed on your fucking
You beat on your
God damn.
I mean, after being in the military, I have seen some people do some amazing
I have
shit.
seen pee on walls in
The ceiling.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did you even
I
get
know.
that
It's like,
high?
how fucking drunk were you last night?
Like, did you actually like climb up here and pee? Like, or were you on the ground and you just aimed it up and got that person? Like, got it. Like, that person probably could beat Superman. Like, that person would just
Well,
be
if
like,
they're able to hit the fucking ceiling pissing, why they damn near putting a hole in the toilet then?
like,
The pressure of that shit to
fucking
go that
knocking-
high?
knocking
God.
Superman boom, all the way back with their fucking piss. With that,
Which,
though,
which
they'd
brings
put a
another
hole through
question.
him
Which,
because how small it is.
which
the
brings
surface
another
area.
question. How does Superman get Lois Lane pregnant to make Superboy? Which technically Superboy is a clone, not actually a child, but still.
I mean, he has some super jizz. I guarantee you that jizz found that egg real fast.
But yeah, but that's just it.
They all were alive.
How did he do her and then come inside of her and not fucking blow her head off?
Maybe he just comes and ejaculates normal.
This is true. Maybe it's he uses kryptonite for it.
I don't know, but
so
I
it
mean,
weakens
if you think about it, though, because he's basically human. The only reason he has those superpowers is because Earth and our sun,
Our
is
yellow
different.
sun.
Yeah, and that's
Which is why if we have a red sun or kryptonite, he's fucked. So technically, he has 2 weaknesses.
First, it sounded like, I know you said weaknesses, but it kind of sounded like you said he has 2 anuses. But
Again, with you not hearing the right thing.
I know. So, Josh, who wins?
I'm gonna say
We still talking about Captain Marvel and Superman here, or are we going with the original?
Same. Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I really
Win, draw,
want to say
or who wins, or is it a draw in your eyes?
I want to go with draw. No, I'm gonna pick a definite winner.
Okay.
Let's go with Captain Marvel.
Okay, why?
More power.
I could see that, though.
I could see it be that because, like I said, Superman kind of has a weakness towards magic, anyways. And since her power is more magic related and less just power.
But also, too, she has power.
Yeah, she does.
Where she could literally, if she wanted to, she could literally grab Superman.
Look what the fuck she did to Thanos, okay?
I know, but she could grab Superman, drag him to wherever the fuck would be a weakness for him, and fucking there.
But see, I also see it being...
Because there isn't there... Can Superman fly through space?
Yeah.
'Cause I thought I've seen things where he gets...
There are some fucking things for some reason where they put him in a spacesuit, but I think they do that just to do it. But Superman can fucking fly through space. It doesn't fucking matter. They even show that in the old movies and even the Man of Steel, I think it was.
Very well.
Yeah, he can fly through space without a problem. It's no issue. Because, I mean, he doesn't need the oxygen to fucking breathe anyways.
In most of the movies, he doesn't have a space suit along. It just shows.
Yeah, the only time they really put him like in a fucking spacesuit was that fucking Batman Superman cartoons from like the 90s.
Yeah.
The early 90s. Every time he went into space, he was for some reason almost always in a fucking spacesuit. And I don't know why. Which eventually also turned into being a lead suit so that Kryptonite wouldn't fuck with him when he dealt with Joker sometimes or Lex Luthor. But yeah, they can both fly through space. But see, I see it being a draw just because both of them will, fight each other and then they'll be like, why are we doing this? Mm-hmm. Now, I see Superman eventually starting to reason with her, and then she's like, fair point.
Or the other way around, either way.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Okay.
Just knowing who they are.
They would maybe not reasoning with each other. Think of how Justice League was, and think of how he was towards the end of Justice League when he first forgot everybody. And so, because you saw how fast he fucking was in that, right? Fucking Flash is going around, and he just is like,
he just looks at him like
and
nothing.
goes, "Hi, bitch," pretty much.
And Flash is like, the fuck?
Hey,
Nobody's faster than me. What?
Like he's moving at my speed.
Which is why at the end of it, he's like,
they race.
yeah, they race it because Bruce Wayne's like, when y'all's buying, the winner gets free food or something, whatever it was. Yeah.
If we're going off of him and then Marvel, because if you think about it, Captain Marvel would then, if he's starting to be destructive, have to come in, right? So with that, now they're actually going to legit fight, not pool. They're legit fighting because now he's a bad guy. Or even when the other ones where he is a bad guy or he gets brainwashed and shit.
Yeah, but see, even then though, if we go with that, the brainwash, the bad, temporary moment, I still see eventually Captain Marvel figuring out a way to be like, you're not normally a bad person, so what the fuck? I mean, even then, even in Justice League movie, yeah, he had a hatred towards Batman, which made a funny scene that I liked, where Batman's on the ground going, yeah, something's definitely bleeding. But eventually they got back on good terms, and it was like, whatever. So, because I mean, at the end of it, they're sitting at his mom's farmhouse in Kentucky, and it's like, how'd you manage to get the house
money
back from the bank?
Yeah.
And Bruce is like, I bought the bank.
Yeah.
It's like, he couldn't be simple and just like, I'll buy the house. No, he fucking just goes, I bought the fucking bank. Mm-hmm. Rich ass bitch. It's kind of like when in that fucking Dark Knight movie, there's no swimming in the pool. I'm like, well, I'm going to change the rules. I'm going to just buy the hotel. Gives that waiter that fucking check for the fucking hotel. Like, what the fuck's he going to do with a multi-million-dollar check in his pocket? He ain't giving that fucker to the owner to buy the damn hotel to change the rules of the fucking pool area. Mm-hmm. He's going to fucking take it and pocket the bitch. You just made a rich man.
So I guess so. The overall, I mean, I guess so. Pretty much, we could just say it's going to be possibly a draw.
Possibly.
I mean, you said Captain Marvel. I'm also kind of leaning to Captain Marvel.
But when he says Captain Marvel, he's like, I don't know why. I just pick her.
Yeah, but because he did also mention the power that she has.
I mean, I could see her winning, but I can also see it just being a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I will say this: in the last episode and this episode, if you want to play a drinking game, you can get yourself fucked up when you just listen to. Yeah, I agree. We say that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I can see that. You can drink anytime you hear. Yeah, I agree.
Do not do this while driving.
Yeah, don't drive, please, while you do this. But
do this
I agree,
at home.
and then I can see that.
I can see that I can agree.
What was it that one
I can
episode
agree
we were
that you can see that,
I agree with all that. Yes.
and you can see it.
Yes, I can.
Shots.
Right.
Headline on CNN: Flatlands, a podcast responsible for multiple
Alcohol
poisoning incidents over the weekend.
No such thing as bad publicity.
More to come to you
which is a
later.
bullshit line, but
That would fucking get us shut the fuck now. But at the same time, though, I think we could survive that, though, because it's like those people, like if you...
it's like they voluntarily
they
fucking did
voluntarily
that. We were
did
not
that many
physically
shots.
there.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We didn't force
We didn't-
someone.
Yeah. There is no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I can see that, too.
Yeah, I can see it and I can agree with it. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah,
I can see.
I agree that you can see that.
Well, yeah. I can agree.
I agree with you. So can we now move on to the next one so we can have more reason to cause people to drink more?
I can
To
see
drink
them
more.
doing that.
I can see that too.
Did you know, a side note, that Superman had a crush on Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then ultimately Batman gets with her.
No.
He said no. And he looked at you.
well,
Why didn't we have cameras that time?
I don't
because
know.
the way he looked at you and went, no. Like,
He kind of does, but then Batman's Batman. He's like, fuck life, fuck everybody, you know?
But did you know that one day on top of the Justice League building, Wonder Woman was up there tanning?
okay.
Now, when women tan...
Is this canon?
No, not canon as far as cinematic universe.
Well, not cinema, just overall in the
Overall,
DC comic
You know, the
universe.
way that he's describing this is making me think, is it kind of like David, what is it, Bathsheba, whatever? He's staring at her bathing on the
So
rooftop.
we're making the DC a biblical story. Okay, so who's
but
David
anyways.
then, according to
Anyway.
Steven?
It'd be Superman,
It's
remember?
Superman. He's doing his, he's doing
So
his...
wait,
he's-
Superman. Hold on.
So technically,
Is she-
Superman's cheating on Lois Lane? That bitch.
So is she
well.
just laying there
She is
fucking...
too good for him then.
She laying there fucking tanning her
Said
cheeks
her.
and shit.
Yeah.
And then you got Superman fucking like floating on the edge of the building just... You know?
Yeah,
we
Superman's
need
making the
cameras.
exact same snorting
I mean,
sound.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I agree.
What was that laugh?
I don't know.
It was like he was trying to force a laugh.
He tried to be Mark.
He was trying to force a laugh. He's like, that's funny. But then it actually hit his brain. His deja vu thing happened again. And he's like, oh, wait, that is funny.
No. All right, Superman, he does his patrols where he flies
Yeah.
around and stuff. He's coming across the Justice League building. Sees her tanning on the, he sees her laying down.
Yeah.
Obviously, Wonder Woman wants to look good, so she's going to tan, and she's on top of Justice League building. She doesn't think nobody's going to be there, so of course she's going to be butt-ass naked. Getting all the sun rays.
Yeah, she can't have a bikini line. She does.
No,
she wears a strapless
no,
uniform and short skirt. She can't have that.
Yeah, it's Wonder Woman.
Right, yeah.
No.
All right, so, Superman, he's thinking, what the hell? I'm as fast as a fucking speeding bullet. I could swoop down, fuck her real quick, and be gone before she
This
would even
definitely ain't
realize
canon.
it.
I know this ain't canon for damn sure.
yeah. No, it's not canon. So, anyways, he does exactly that.
This is
And
a
as he's
porn.
Technically, Wonder Woman actually moves pretty quick too. So I mean,
well, anyways, he does that and he flies off thinking he did the best thing ever. Wonder Woman was thinking, what the hell just happened?
she got fucking raped by Superman. What the
basically,
fuck?
pretty
That
much.
cheating rapist bastard.
Yeah, she's thinking, what the hell just happened? And then you hear the Invisible Man says, I don't know about you, but my asshole hurts.
Steven made that shit dark, like that fuck for Wonder Woman. But nah. Wait a minute though. How? If he saw her, obviously he saw her. He didn't see Invisible.
He didn't see the Invisible Man.
So then how did he fucking... Was he fucking... Wonder Woman.
But how did he not see like Wonder Woman's cheeks moving and shit from getting fucked and shit by someone else?
Why would he look down and see her tan them cheeks and not see them?
How is she getting tan with something on top of her anyways?
Yeah, but how, like, he's invisible.
That's the deal. Is he's Invisible Man? So Superman does it. He just sees Wonder Woman on top, laying down. He's just thinking, oh, she's tanning. Now,
so he thinks she's tanning them cheeks while Invisible Man is clapping them cheeks.
Exactly.
No, because see, the Invisible Man, while he was clapping the cheeks, he could have just, done that whole passion deal where they just pauses for a second.
Can you go?
Kind of,
can
Take a breather.
Rest?
You're saying like, man, this has been going on for like an hour and a half. I gotta take a breather. Hold the fuck up.
It's hard to come when you can't see it.
Could you imagine the kid? Does that mean if she got pregnant by him, was her kid to be half visible, half invisible?
Splotches of invisibility on their body.
Like you'll see the right eye and you'll see like the left pinky.
Yeah, like the right eye is gone. You can see all the way through. Just like the fuck. But okay, so
it'd be like that skin condition.
Then how does he not know that there's a resistance there? Because you can't go through Invisible Man.
Because remember, he's doing it with the intentions of that he's fast as a speeding bullet, so he's in and out, real fast in and out, gone.
But
so
how does he know he actually got?
But even
into the butthole.
He doesn't. He's just thinking a split second.
Because I mean, if you know about anatomy,
he knows his dick went into something. He's assuming it was her.
If you know about,
but
anatomy,
an ass would be tighter than a vag. So
yeah, but
how would he not?
And if you know
about, she was laying on her side back.
But if you know about anatomy, right? If she's laying on the front and fucking Invisible Man's hitting that shit from behind, right? So now his butthole's going to be in a different position than her butthole would be.
Does that mean Superman just gave Invisible Man a concussion?
No, he probably broke his spine. But if he's as fast as a fucking speeding bullet, he would have known that he didn't actually get to her. Like,
so basically, that means he would have gone.
There's nothing excusing what the fuck he did. Right. Like we're not doing that at all. I mean,
but my thinking is if he's going
that's a bad time to be invisible. I can tell you that too.
Right? Yeah. But I mean, if he's going that fast and Invisible Man's there. Does that mean that he ripped Invisible Man literally a new one and got into Wonder Woman and then pulled out and left?
That's a drill dick.
Well, he's going fucking fast as shit.
Like hit it right through. Oh. Does he bleed invisible blood?
Ooh.
Invisible Man versus sickle cell anemia. Who would win? Well, the sickle cell can't find him, so he's good. But god damn, dude, that was
that conversation.
Nothing excuses Batman for what he did.
Batman
for not protecting them.
That contingency plan didn't fucking work.
But fuck. Oh shit! But nothing excuses Superman for what he did as well.
That cheating rapist bitch.
Yeah. Well, guys.
That's well, interesting.
All right. Well, I agree with all this,
and I can see that.
I'm glad you can see that.
You agree,
and I can see that you agree,
and I can see that he also agrees that.
And I agree that you see that he agrees,
and we all agree that. Thanks for listening to Flatlands Podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Steven.
I agree that I'm Jonathan,
and I see that you're Jonathan.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.